Hey, and welcome everyone to the 6th edition of the China International Import Expo here in Shanghai, the CIIE. My name is Michael Wang. I host a program called Global Business on CGTN. And hey, here on CGTN, we are taking you around the CIIE to show you all the wonderful products and services on display on what is the 6th edition of the world's first national level import-themed exhibition. So, we are here right now. If we can take a look, we are at the Automotive Pavilion. So there are 6 major themes for the CIIE. We're at one of them, right? So we've got consumer goods, we've got healthcare, we've got intelligent technology, we've got food and beverages. I'm here at one of the fan favorites and one of my favorite exhibition areas here in the Automotive Pavilion. So we've got 15 global auto brands attending the 6th CIIE. We've got nearly 400,000 professional visitors and over 3,400 exhibitors attending the event. We're here at the Durant Guild, so let's go in and take a look at what we can find, yeah? We've got 2 beautiful cars already. I love this contrast immediately. It's just visually stunning. We've got the red and we've got the blue. So let's first try and understand what is the Durant Guild and speak to Grace here, who's from Durant Guild. So Grace, thank you so much for joining us on the program. So the Durant Guild is a premium lifestyle brand which is presented by the American motor company, General Motors.
Yes.
And Grace, maybe explain to our audience first, what is the Durant Guild, right? Because when I think of GM, when we all think of GM, we think about cars. So why this premium lifestyle brand?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Actually, as you know, GM has been in China for nearly 30 years. And here, over the past 30 years, we introduced in Buick, Chevrolet, and Cadillac in the Chinese market. And here, in the past few years, we are seeing a strong need or a strong pursuit from the Chinese customers about a more diverse or dynamic lifestyle. So in the past few years, through CIIE, we showcased some of the products, including the sports car, performance car, full-size SUV, full-size pickup trucks, as you can see on the stand. And we received a really positive feedback from the audience and the customers. So that encouraged us to establish a lifestyle platform called the Durant Guild to bring in some of the products in China to satisfy our Chinese customers' demand in that kind of lifestyle.
So let's talk about what you're bringing to the 6th CIIE, Grace, because look at this beauty right here, right? This is the first time this car is being displayed in the China market, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
It's the iconic American sports car, right? The one and only Chevrolet Corvette. So talk to us a little bit more about this Corvette, Grace.
Sure. So Chevrolet Corvette, as you know, it is a legendary sports car in America. And this is the first hybrid ever Corvette variant in the history. And it is also the fastest Corvette in its over 70 years history.
So even though it's a hybrid, it's the fastest Corvette?
Actually, the hybrid or the electrified all-wheel drive enable it to be the fastest.
Wow, that is absolutely amazing. So this is going to be in the China market this year? Is it this year?
It is having its China debut together with...
China debut,
yes,
okay.
Yes.
Can we maybe take a look at the interior of this car? Because I think this looks absolutely stunning. So if we can take a look inside, that is the inside of the Chevy Corvette here at the 6th CIIE. I love the red color with the black tires. So I'm gonna try and come in here. Whoa, wow. Well, that's a special feeling.
Well,
okay.
As you can see.
Yeah.
Well, do you feel that you are well surrounded, like you are in a jet?
Yeah.
You are the pilot in the jet.
This feels like a fighter jet indeed.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
need for speed in this bad boy. I mean, I just love the design in here as well. So I guess 0 to 100 or 0 to 60. Do you know what the speed is like? In how many seconds?
Actually, it's 0 to 60
miles, right? You're talking. Oh, there's the key. You gotta have the key, and then we can actually start this thing.
Yes.
Really? Start engine. I'm gonna press it. Moment of truth.
Press for 5 seconds.
Press for 5 seconds. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe it doesn't want us to drive in the exhibition hall. Is this the right key? Place key and transmitter pocket. Where's the transmitter pocket?
Where is the transmitter?
This is a very high technology car. So anyway, just wanted to show you guys the inside of this Corvette. And then you said 0 to 60 in how many seconds? Do you know?
2.5 seconds.
2.5 seconds.
So
wow.
as I said, that this is the fastest Corvette in its history.
Wow, 2.5. So, but 0 to 60, you're talking about miles here, right? 0 to 60 miles.
Which means 0 to 100 kilometers.
Got it. 0 to 100. Okay, 0 to 100 in about 2.5 seconds.
I'm sorry, because we didn't have the chance to start the car.
Yeah.
But as you can feel that when you sit in the driver's seat, you are feeling you are like a pilot in a jet. And as you can see, the control panel is very convenient.
Very
at your
convenient,
hand.
yeah. Okay.
So the design is so friendly to a driver. And actually, I'm sorry we cannot see the screen.
Yeah,
but
it would
actually,
be good.
it would be good. You can see the output of the electric motor, and you can also see the output of the V8 engine.
Okay, okay. I can feel the speed already, even though we can't turn the engine on. I mean, would it be good to hear the engine start?
Next time when we put it on the track, you definitely have to have a try.
I can feel the speed, I can feel the power
performance,
sitting in here. Okay, sounds good. Let's check out the other car that you're bringing to the CIIE. Ow! Oh, watch your head. You got to watch your head when you come out here. All right, so this was quite an experience. Let me close the door right there. So we've got the iconic Chevy Corvette here. This is debuting in the China market, is what Durant Guild is showing at the 6th CIIE. This is another one of your highlights. It's the, I guess we can also call it an iconic pickup truck in the United States, right? It's the Chevy Silverado. So talk to us more about that.
Sure. This is the Chevy Silverado EV.
Yeah.
It is the first time that we electrified the legendary nameplate.
Yeah.
Silverado is the best-selling nameplate for Chevrolet in North America.
Yeah.
And actually, this is the all-electric version empowered by our state-of-art the Ultium platform.
Okay. All electric.
Yes. This is
moly.
really a legend pickup truck reimagined.
Yeah, and this is also coming to the China market.
It is having the debut in China.
Debut in the China market.
Yes.
Can we open the doors to this one, or?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's take a look inside at what the Silverado looks like. So you don't have to be afraid of driving a gas guzzler anymore. Silverado is here to provide you with that all-EV solution.
Exactly, and you can see the space cargo under the cabin.
I mean, I can imagine taking a road trip around China in one of these bad boys. This would be absolutely beautiful.
This is yes, very spacious.
Yeah, it's got a pretty spacious back as well. Okay. I mean, you chose blue for a reason. Is this, you think, a popular color in North America? Is that what the tests say?
It's electrified.
It's electrified. Okay, blue, but you could, okay, fair enough. Green might not be, you know, for a Silverado. Performance, you want red. Okay, the green element, but can I get this, let's say, in a metallic finish or black or?
Yes, we have
multiple colors.
Sure.
Right? I mean, I like the blue. This is a very nice blue. Okay, maybe show us a little bit more around the Durant Guild and what else we can expect.
Well, on our stand, you can also see two full-size pickup SUVs. Yeah. This one is the GMC Yukon, the Denali, and that one is the Chevrolet Tahoe.
Okay.
So they both have the authentic American SUV DNA in both of them. Yeah. And this one, well, as you can see, it has a very aggressive urban look, so it attracts discerning, like urban elite. Okay. It's a good representation.
I like the way you characterize that, Grace. Aggressive urban look. Very good, very good.
And well, this is for urban, like if you need to go to a special event, this is definitely your very choice.
Okay.
And if you are a off-road lover, then maybe you can consider our Chevrolet Tahoe.
Okay, I think you need a driver for this, right? If you want that urban, aggressive, you got to arrive in style. So I can see that in all black, right? That
you can drive yourself.
Yeah.
And this is the off-road.
The off-road version. Yes. Okay, fantastic. Looking good. So GM has been here how many years at the CIIE?
This is the sixth time we are participating in CIIE.
But the Durant Guild, the brand overall, this is your second time.
Yes, actually we established the brand last September last year.
At the CIIE as well, if I remember.
Yes.
Okay.
No, right before CIIE.
Right before the CIIE, okay. But why think about starting this brand, I guess, in the China market? You just saw the specific niche demand, I guess, here.
Yes, I have to say our the Durant Guild is born out of CIIE.
Yeah.
Because we came to CIIE 5 years ago for the first time, and for the first couple of years we showcased some of the products, including those two big full-size SUVs at CIIE, and we saw the strong demand from the customers, from the audience. So that is why we are seeing this burgeoning demand of a dynamic, diversified lifestyle. So that is why we established the Durant Guild brand here in China.
For sure, especially I guess Chinese consumers these days, they want that unique experience.
Exactly.
Personalization, customization. It needs to, I think, speak to their character.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So how significant is the China market for General Motors right now?
Well, China is a very important market for General Motors. It is GM's largest market, and if you are looking at the future opportunities, we are so optimistic about our sustained growth here. Well, as you can see, one of the dominant trends in the automotive industry is definitely EV and intelligent driving. As you can see, we are also showing our full all-electric pickup truck here. And the other prominent trend we are seeing is, as I introduced, the diversified, personalized lifestyle. So we are seeing tremendous potential in the market.
Fantastic. I mean, I would love to stay here a little bit more, Grace, but we got to show our audiences a little bit more, right, of the exhibition. So how about I grab that mic from you, because our other guests are going to need that. You're not going to have a monopoly over that. It's a clip. Let me, there we go. Okay. Thank you so much for your time, Grace, and then looking forward to trying out that Corvette one day. All right, ciao, ciao. Bye-bye. Okay, so this is General Motors, the Durant Guild. Let me show you some other brands. We can't cover all the brands, obviously, because we're a little bit restricted on time. Oh, I got to watch my step. Let's take a look. Where else we're going to go? Okay, so Volvo is right there. So we just hit an American brand. Let's see, where else should we go next? So I see Toyota, and I see Volkswagen as well. So let me check out Toyota first and see what they're bringing to the table. So how about we take a lock? This is the Toyota stand. 首先老师我们先看一下 Toyota 的这个展台，先给观众看一看。Yeah. So I guess there's a lot of people right now. Looks like a massive group of people coming in to take a look at the Toyota stand. So this is what Toyota is offering at the 6th CIIE. Pretty full lineup as well. You got Toyota, you've got Lexus, and they have their crown jewel, I guess, at the 6th CIIE. The Crown sedan, that is what they are bringing to the table. It's actually right here. So this is an FCEV, fuel cell EV, hydrogen powered, right here. So this is, I guess, the highlight of Toyota at the exhibition hall this year. The Crown sedan looks pretty spacious to me. I like the color. Something about Toyota I find is they're really stressing on hydrogen. So, of course, Toyota is now working not just on hydrogen, they're working on EVs as well. On electric, but at least for me, I think Toyota really stands out when it comes to providing a hydrogen solution when it comes to the future of mobility. And hydrogen, when you consider the whole life cycle, it's a little bit less polluting. So right now, when you make EV cars, there's still a certain amount of carbon emissions that you're going to see. But from my understanding, if you're trying to build a hydrogen car, the entire life cycle, from the extraction of the natural resource to using it as a fuel to emissions, it's a lot cleaner, at least as of now, compared to traditional EVs, because what you're discharging, I guess, is essentially water. This is really cool. It looks pretty technical, but this is essentially a hydrogen storage cell. So what Toyota is aiming to do is build up a hydrogen infrastructure here in China. So the EV infrastructure here in China, we know, is absolutely amazing. China has the world's largest EV market, both in terms of sales, both in terms of production. So, for example, nearly half of all EV cars sold in the world right now are Chinese brands. In September alone, over 30% of new cars sold were EVs. This right here is a hydrogen fuel cell. I guess it's a hydrogen storage tank. And what's interesting about this is that it's mobile. So you can load up this hydrogen tank. Inside there are hydrogen fuel cells. You can load that onto a truck, and it's just easier. It's mobile. It's a mobile hydrogen cell where you can just navigate this cell into an area, and you can charge your car using hydrogen through these hydrogen storage cells. So my understanding of this, what Toyota was telling me before, it's more convenient. It's more convenient than a fuel station. So you can put this into a large area, and once you're done with the hydrogen fuel cells, you can then just charge it again. So quite an interesting infrastructure that you might find in the China market going forward. Yeah, so that's one of the highlights of Toyota's exhibition stand. And then maybe we can take a look and see what else we can find here. I like this. I mean, this is the first time I've seen a car like this where it can assist people with perhaps disabilities to get into and out of the car a little bit easier. So this is a Lexus brand, and I'm assuming this is all automatic where the seats can come down. So yeah, I think this is a great concept. Good. Okay, let's move on and see if we can speak to other car brands here. Oh, I really want to take a look at the Volkswagen Group. So the Volkswagen Group overall, they're showcasing their Audi brand, of course. They've got their flagship sedans, and they also have Porsche. I think they have an event in there right now. I'm going to see if I can go in. If we can't go in, I'll show you on the side what we can get. But let me see. Let me see if we can go in. Let me see if we can go in. 我们能进来吗？谢谢. Okay. We have special access to take a look at the Volkswagen Group's exhibition here at the 6th CIIE. What I see now, we can take a look at this. This is the ID Next. So this will be in the China market next year. All electric. It's got a very interesting paint finish. ID Next. And then right here, you've got the ID7 Vision. So this will be in the China market this year. And this is VW Group's flagship EV sedan for the China market. So right here, the ID7 Vision, right? Flagship EV sedan for Volkswagen. Of course, the China market, absolutely essential for the VW Group as well. They call it a second home. VW's second home is here in the China market. I like the length, I think, of this EV as well. It's got a lot of space, a lot of room. Let's take a look inside. Very futuristic inside. Take a look at the dashboard. Yeah, the steering wheel. All looking very good. I love this. What is this? A pretty massive solar roof, a sunroof up top. And I got to show you guys this. Come take a look at this, guys. This is a concept car. This is a concept car. The only one in the world right now. Only one in the world right now. Porsche. And then, 你好, we're going to try and get a little bit more details about what this concept car is about. We're joined right now by Ricky, who's responsible for the Porsche brand. So, Ricky, 欢迎。
你好。
你好。要不给我们观众介绍一下 Mission X？
没问题，好的。那这台 Mission X 的话呢，是在亚洲首秀的。
Sorry。
那这台 Mission X 的话呢，是在亚洲首秀的。在今年6月8号，我们就发布了这一台双座的概念超级跑车。那在这台车上面的话呢，其实我们有些愿景是希望通过它来实现的。那包括呢，我们是希望呢，如果量产的话，它将成为纽博格林北环最快的公路车。那同时的话呢，在这台车上面，它有一些比较独特的细节，比方说我们的车标。那这个车标的话呢，是我们全新设计的。有更多的细节，更多的工艺，而且的话呢，跃码也焕然一新了。所以这是首次在我们的概念车上推出的。我们能进去吗？当然可以，当然可以。有请来。好，您请。OK， 谢谢。
OK， 摄像老师注意哦。
当然了，说到这个 Mission 的话呢，其实从2015年开始，像我们的概念车的 Mission E，包括后面的 Mission R 以及 Mission X 都采用这个字标作为我们的 愿景，因为 mission 代表的是使命。那同时呢，这台车的话呢，它有非常强大的赛车 DNA。我们可以简单看一下。
OK， 来，我们看一眼。
可以看到，首先呢，在车的前方的话呢，有硕大的进气口。有很大的进气口。那这些的话呢，都是为了空气动力学所服务的。
OK。
那同时还有一点，从我们的 Mission E 到 Mission R， 还有我们的 Mission X，我们的车灯就采用了无灯罩设计。
无灯罩 ，OK。没
有灯罩了
，OK。
同时看到这里是不是还有一个管路？看到吗？这个管路的话呢，还是可以为我们的制动器进行散热的。
OK。所
以将设计跟效率结合在一起了。
设计和效率 ，OK。Design and efficiency all in this car to make it very aerodynamic。OK。
然后同时的话呢，这个车门的话呢，它的开启方式跟勒芒的赛车是一样的。
OK，
它是向上打开的。
向上 ，So the iconic Le Mans race, I guess, in France every year. So the door opens upward. So that's the classic Le Mans design.
对，那同时的话呢，在这里看到它的座椅颜色不一样。它是以驾驶者为中心的，所以它的主驾驶色调跟副驾驶完全不同。
OK，
你看到它的主驾驶的话呢，它是有灰色色调，而且方向盘也是灰色的。所以呢，这样呢更加体现出保时捷以驾驶者为中心的理念。
OK， 好。
当然了，这个转向柱的话呢，也有非常有明显的机械感，完全裸露的，让人越看越喜欢。
好。
那同时呢，其实这台车的话，在尾部的话呢，也有它的一个标志性设计。你看它的尾灯是贯穿式的，很漂亮，分4个模块。
OK。
而且中间的话呢，也有 Porsche 的字标。
OK。
那如果在充电的时候呢，它这个字标的 E 会闪动。很神秘。
我们摄像老师，充电的时候这个 E 会。So when this Porsche is charging, when the Mission X car is charging, this E is going to shine bright. 那就是因为是一个全电的，是吗？
对，全电动。
It's all electric. So maybe that's why the E will flash when it's charging, right? Representing electric.
对，因为 E 也代表了保时捷E驱高效的这样一种理念。所以呢，这台车的话呢，它也是为了纯电动的进化在服务的。
为什么这个后轮有这个板盖着？
这也是为了空气动力学。
也是空气动力学。
对，因为这样对轮胎这部分的话呢，它有更好的导流，以减少阻力。
Okay, so this is also for aerodynamics. I guess the entire concept of this car is to make sure it goes as fast as possible. 但那这个镜子呢？这个 rear，
你看，这里是不是没有后视镜？
没有。
因为根据我们的设计来看的话呢，后视镜在这里。
在这里啊？
对，所以它是流媒体后视镜。它不是一个传统物理。在这里它有一个摄像头。
这个我没有见过，这个是只有这个 concept car 有。
对。所以我们的后视镜呢是2个飞翼造型在我们的门上面。
OK。
所以很漂亮，而且的话呢，隐藏度很高。所以既为空气动力服务，也为功能服务。
这也有点像一个战斗机，我感觉。
对，所以设计与功能
OK
完美并存了。
OK，very cool。哇，真的这个是很漂亮 ，It's a very futuristic car。然后这个是代表什么意思啊？我看这儿有一个 cheetah， 对吧？对。这个是什么呀？
这个呢是一个猎豹。
这个猎豹为什么在这里？
对，这个猎豹呢它有一种象征意义，因为猎豹呢可以理解为是在动物界里面速度最快的。
最快的，确实是。
所以我们是希望通过这个猎豹的贴纸呢，也预示着它能成为赛道里最强的王者。
那个什么 falcon 中文怎么说呢？是一种鸟，飞得比，反正它的那个速度要比这个猎豹很快哦。
这个的话呢，确实很难这个。
没事。cheetah确实是在陆地上最快。
对，陆地上最快。所以用这个标识的话呢，也预示着在德国最著名的纽博格林北环，如果量产的话，将成为最快的公路跑车。
OK， 那假如说最快的话，0到60或者0到100，您知道是大概几秒吗？
这个目前一切未知，但值得期待。
好的 ，OK， 因为我们刚看完一个新的 Chevrolet Corvette，一个 Corvette，OK， 他们跟我说的是，0到60应该是2.5是吧？或者0到100 2.5。明白。
但我们相信，以保时捷的技术能力的话，那我们的愿景不光是100公里加速，我们的愿景是征服纽博格林北环赛道。那里才是我们认为跑车最重要的展示实力的地方。
好，谢谢 Ricky，
谢谢。
应该是会量产，对吧？
我们的愿景是应该是会有这样的计划。
OK， 好，期待。好，谢谢
Ricky，Thank you，
好 ，Thank you。Right, so this is quite a cool looking car, Mission X from Porsche. They hope to produce this en masse one day, but I just love the sleek style of this car design. The only one in the world right now, this is making its Asia debut here at the 6th CIIE, and I was joking with Ricky, hey, I'm saying you got some competition, man, because that Chevy Corvette that we just saw, right, 0 to 60, 0 to 100 in 2.5 seconds, I think that's pretty hard to beat. We'll see if the Mission X can beat it. So they're testing it out on the German racetrack. So I guess They're really going to focus on design, efficiency, performance, aerodynamics. And we'll see if one day the Mission X will be on the roads of Shanghai or Beijing. It's going to be, I think it's going to be a good stress reliever if you drive one of that thing, right? At night, after a long days of work, after a long day of work, just driving a Mission X or a Chevy Corvette on the road, get that need for speed pulsating into your veins. Okay, so we're going to continue our tour of the automotive exhibition area here at the 6th CIIE. Look, I mean, there's just so many fascinating brands. We're taking you through the middle road right now. So this is sort of like the main road, the central road. But there are tons of different brands all across this pavilion. We're now here at Michelin, right? The tire company Michelin. And look at this. Look, we were just talking about Porsche. This is a Porsche 963. Right, so we just saw Porsche's Mission X. This is Porsche 963. Really cool looking car. I think I'm looking for a gentleman called Ben here at Michelin. Is there a Ben? Is Ben here? Is Ben? I mean, this place is so crowded because there's always tour groups coming in here to try and understand what each brand is bringing to the table. But, so Ben from Michelin, we're going to speak to him to get a better concept of what Michelin is trying to display here at the 6th CIIE. But I think the main train of thought is, their slogan here this year, from racetrack to the streets, right? So they want to bring that high quality performance tire from the racetrack to Main Street. Okay, let me see if I can find Ben, I'm going to talk about this myself. Okay, Ben going once, Ben going twice, Ben going 3 times. I can't find Ben. Okay, okay, how about we talk about the tires first? Okay, we'll come back to this race car. We'll find the tires. We'll find Ben later. Let me talk about the tires first and see if I can find Serge. Is Serge here? Serge, nice to meet you. Michael from CGTN. Thank you for joining us on our live stream. How about let me give this mic to you, and then you don't have to clip it on. Maybe you can just, hold it. Yeah, okay. There we go. So, maybe explain for our audience some of the main themes that Michelin is displaying at this year's CIIE. I know sustainability tires, very important, right? So walk us through the concept in terms of what you're trying to display.
Okay, so first, as you say, Michelin is a very important target in terms of sustainability.
Yes.
For us, we want to be all sustainable.
All sustainable.
Winning.
Okay.
Meaning raw materials, sustainable raw material, but also being environment friendly through production, transportation, use of the product, and also recycling. So when we talk about sustainable raw material, 2 years ago, we introduced a 46% sustainable raw material tire in CIIE.
Okay, 2 years ago?
2 years ago. To give you an idea, on an average car today, a tire has only 30% today.
Only 30%, okay.
So here, 46%. Last year in Le Mans, the famous track race in France, we introduced a 53%.
Sorry, Serge, one quick question. When you say sustainable materials, what does that entail?
Good question. It could be biosourced, renewed, or recycled material.
Okay, biosourced, okay, renewed, recycled, okay.
And I will give you some example on the last tire. This tire in 53 was showcased on a hydrogen prototype car racing in Le Mans last year.
Okay.
Now if we move to this new premier tire in Asia, a breakthrough innovation, we reach 63% of sustainable material rates. So we keep all performance equal, which means really strong efforts of our R&D teams to come to that progress in 2 years' time from 46 to 63. And I'm sure you're curious, what kind of raw material are we talking about?
Exactly.
Okay, so natural rubber.
1 second, you're saying you can still maintain performance.
Correct.
And safety.
Yes.
Despite the fact you're using biomaterials and recycled materials for your tires.
Exactly. Okay. That's why our engineers work day and night to make sure the compromise of performance stays the same while incorporating more sustainable material.
But can this get to 100% sustainable materials? Is that possible even?
We have a target. By 2050 to have all of our tires on the market at 100%.
Wow.
But I'm pretty sure very soon we'll be able to do a prototype at 100. But what we want is that all of these tires will run on the roads one day. And our target is 100% by 2050.
Okay.
Okay. So this 63% contains natural rubber, sunflower oil.
Wow. Okay.
Steel from scrap steel.
Recovered
carbon black from end-of-life tire that we'll recycle.
Yeah.
Okay. lemon and orange peel,
Yeah.
and also pine tree resin. So you see a diversity of
That is amazing.
bio and
Yeah.
recycle and
Yeah.
renewable material.
The power of science on display right here.
Right here.
Unbelievable.
Breakthrough technology.
Breakthrough technology. Okay.
And our target is
Yeah.
illustrated there.
This is the
This is
target.
not a real tire, but it shows you how we envision a tire to become in 2050.
Yeah.
As you can see first, it's airless, no air.
Wow, there's no air in here.
No more air. We want this tire to be, of course, 100% connected
Yeah.
to give the right information to the vehicle and the car.
That is amazing. Yeah.
100% sustainable
Uh-huh.
and rechargeable. It means we would like to use the minimum rubber as possible and to recharge the tread like a 3D printing.
Wow.
So that's
Okay.
the vision of our tire
Yeah.
could look like by 2050.
I see. This is quite an amazing looking design. Amazing looking design. How many years has Michelin been at the Import Expo? Do you recall?
It's been, I think, the third time.
A third time, okay. So how do you view sort of this platform, the CIIE, as a gateway to the China market? Maybe to show some of your breakthrough technologies and connect with
Right.
the Chinese consumer?
For us, it's really about a connection, right? Of course, we display our innovation, our dreams, how
Yeah.
we see the future, the perfect balance between planet, profit, and people.
Yeah.
But we really see that these 6 days as a platform for exchange with our consumers,
Yeah.
with potential partners,
Yeah.
with the authorities as well, because we know that China is pushing for a more open economy, and we think that when you open, you get more innovation and exchange. So we really see this as an open platform for exchange.
And I'm assuming Chinese brands will have to use these tires as well because China has its dual carbon goals, right? So
Right.
carbon neutrality by 2060, and that's a pretty ambitious target, but it means China needs to achieve net zero faster than many advanced economies in the world. So I can see product demand here in the China
Right.
market for these tires.
And we are perfectly in line, as you say, with the 2060 carbon neutral from China. So
Yeah.
it's perfectly aligned, how to align the industry, the governments, the consumer, so that we all reach an all sustainable planet and economy, for the sake of ourselves. And that's really where we put a lot of effort in innovation these days.
I mean, this is what I love about the CIIE search because it's not just about the cool cars, right?
No.
The tires, critical component of an automobile, right? So I love the story by Michelin to see what else besides these fantastic automobiles, what makes it drive, right?
Correct.
This is what you guys are displaying. Is there anything else you want to show us, sir?
And we'll be back next year, by the way. We
Next
just
year.
signed the 2024.
Okay.
So we'll display you next year more great
innovations.
sustainable innovation.
Okay. So Michelin is going to be here at the 7th CIIE. Anything else here, Serge, that you want to show us, or?
But if we're talking about airless tire, we have here a prototype of a airless tire.
Airless tire.
Here, displayed on a DHL van, so there is no air anymore.
There's no air in here, so you're seeing the future of tires here, I guess.
Okay.
No more air in these
No more air.
tires.
Why do we display that together
Yeah.
with this kind of van? It's because with these products, you never suffer from a puncture. It never gets
That
flat.
makes sense.
So no breakdown time. You can run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week without downtime.
Wow.
So that could be a business model for the future with this kind of product. And it's a reality today. We are doing a pilot, for instance, in Singapore.
In Singapore,
right now.
okay. I mean, so this will provide a lot of peace of mind for drivers.
Exactly.
When do you think this might come onto the market?
It will depend. We are doing pilots, not only to test the product in the most severe condition, but then we need to find the right business model, for this product to be an appeal and to be more performant than any other product on the market. So
Got it.
we will see in the coming years.
Okay.
But it's
Sounds
really a breakthrough innovation.
Okay. Great. Serge, thank you so much for your time.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much. I'm going to see if I can find your colleague Ben, who's going to talk about the Porsche 963 with us. So
And see you next year.
see you next year as well, Serge. Thank you so much. Thank
you.
you. All right. Okay, let's come over this way and see if we can find Ben somewhere, because I really want to get our audience to sort of understand what's going on with this car. Is Ben here? Ben? Is Ben here? Is Ben here? Ben Ma? Ben, Ben, nice to see you. I know you're super busy because it's the CIIE, it's always busy because you have to explain your products and services to potential customers. So maybe talk to us about this car a little bit more for us, Ben. What's going on here? How about you take this mic?
Okay.
You don't have to clip it on yet.
Okay.
Yeah. What's going on here?
So super happy to have this car
Yeah.
today with us. So it's a brand new, highest class of Le Mans 24 hours and WEC car. So we call it the hyper car. So hypercar category.
So this would be top of class in terms of sports cars then?
Exactly.
Okay.
Racing in Le Mans 24 hours, for example, this year.
Yeah.
So a lot of the manufacturers are already joining this game.
Yeah.
Okay, like for example, here we have the show car of Porsche 936.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a great car, and it's the first time ever they run in the Le Mans and WEC, and equipped with a Michelin brand new tire.
Yeah.
Okay, and especially some special figures about the tire of this car. So it's the first time we use the high potential of the sustainable material in the race tires.
Oh, okay. So this is sustainable material tires as well.
Exactly.
And it can still be that high performance. Yeah. Serge told us about that as well. So I guess this is the future of tires, right? Sustainable tires on cars.
Yeah, it's our direction.
Okay.
So in the journey of sustainable material of Michelin, and motorsport play absolutely a pioneer role of all this story.
Yeah.
So for example, these cars, we put like above 30% of the sustainable material inside the cars. Even with the performance, it's the top performance of this car, the grip, the warm up, and without any compensation of any the performance. But we use the high potential of the sustainable material in this car.
That's very cool. And a Chinese driver, I think, was in this car, right? This Porsche 963 at the Le Mans race.
Yeah, exactly. It's the first time with CIIE the Porsche Chinese drivers finish this race. First time ever by Chinese drivers finish Le Mans 24 hours.
Wow. Okay.
With this car, with its tires.
All right. Ben, let's move over this way because we also have a world's first here. This is quite interesting. So, if I'm not mistaken, this is the world's first electric motorcycle.
Yes.
World's first.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's got Michelin tires on it, of course.
Yeah. So again,
what's going on here?
Yeah, it's a first time ever. The electric super bike.
Yeah.
It's another first time in the world. So it's a super bike by electric. So everything is powered by electricity.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a Ducati prototype V21L we call it. Okay. So this is it's going to be run as the electric class of MotoGP, and that's the top level of motorcycle racing.
Wow.
Okay? And so talking about the tire, so the performance of the tire will have to be lighter, faster, grippy for the motorbikes. So equipped with this electric motor, and we put the tire lighter. And especially we know that the warm up is a big challenge for especially for the motorcycle.
For sure.
So but we still managed to put sustainable material up to 50%.
Wow.
50%, especially on the rear side, on the rear tire of these bikes, and to maintain the grippy and the warm up. So to be supporting the first time the electric, the Moto E, so electric class of motorbike, MotoGP.
Wow. You can really see the sustainability theme all throughout the automotive pavilion here at the CIIE. This is really cool. Future of tires, the future of performance right here at Michelin. Ben, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And then we're going to see you at the 7th CIIE, yeah?
With pleasure.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Ben.
Have a good day.
Okay, great. So, Michelin we were just at. Let's come now to Honda. China, one of the most important markets for Honda, of course, as well. They also have a really cool concept car. I mean, the thing I love about the CIIE is you can always see concept cars introduced for the first time either in the Asian market or being displayed first time here in the China market. So let's take a look at Honda's concept car. It's called the ENGT concept. Let's see if anybody can talk to us about this car. 你好，你好。要不给我们观众介绍一下这个 ENGT concept 是什么一个概念？
好的，
您拿着这个。
好，这个 ENGT concept 呢，是我们中国的年轻的研发团队开发的一个纯电动车的，现在是一个量产车。那它会搭载 Honda 纯电动车的一个专属架构，叫 EN Architecture。那它能够实现这种人车一体的一个驾驶感受。
OK。
我们计划在2025年之后上市，目前正在面向量产进行开发。
Okay, so this is a concept car right now, but it will be mass produced in 2025, and it was researched and designed by a young team.
是的。
Here in Honda, China.
是的，是的。
Okay, wow, this is an amazing looking car. 0到60或者0到100，您知道是大概几秒吗？
现在因为它还是概念车，具体的这些性能还没有对外公布。
OK， 只有黑色吗？
这是一个概念车，然后具体量产车的颜色敬请期待，也是。
OK。 Yeah, so I guess we're going to have to wait to see what this Ian concept car can bring to us. Right now, again, it's just still a concept, so the details are waiting to be arranged. But again, this also looks like a fighter jet. You got a lot of sports cars here at the CIIE. Very slick. Let's take a look at the back. Slender, triangular-looking design. I mean, for a concept car to be in market by 2025, mass-produced, I think it's pretty awesome. It almost looks like a Batmobile, in my opinion. It looks like Batman's car. Looks like Batman's car. All right, what else is Honda displaying here? Honda 还注重哪一些点在今年的进博？
我们今年的进博会就是您看到的有4轮车，还有摩托车在前面的摩托车。然后这块我们来到的这个区域叫做通机领域。那这边展示的是本田的一个船外机，也就是说大型游艇装载的这个船外机。然后现在国内的像海上运动的这种需求也在扩大，所以我们计划导入这款的叫 BF350，它是本田最大的发动机。V8 发动机，然后它的最大马力能够达到350马力，非常具有强劲的动力。
So 350 horsepower. This would be the largest motor engine for Honda. It's got a V8. I mean, the thing about Honda, the brand is you have vehicles. You know, you got 2-wheelers, 4-wheelers, and also for the sea. So basically, you've got land, sea, and air. I guess all covered. Okay, good. 好，谢谢您，谢谢。Okay, so that's the Honda exhibition area. Let's take a look at what else we can find here at the Auto Pavilion. And check out these motorcycles from Honda as well, right? So you got the 2-wheelers. I mean, this one looks pretty comfortable. If you're on a cross-country trip, yeah, I guess this will compete with a Harley. It's got nice plush seating. Okay, seems like we got a lot of action here. What's going on here? Tesla represented at the Auto Pavilion as well. A lot of action here. So all the different Tesla models being displayed here. Tesla right now, 10th year. Yeah, 10th year since entering the China market. That's one of their major themes. Pretty big crowd at Tesla. Okay, let's continue. I wish I could show you all the brands that are on display at the Auto Pavilion, but unfortunately we don't have enough time. I'm going to show you now the future of mobility, or at least one way to get around in the future. So we've been looking at cars this entire time, right? Cars, we've got tires. The major theme at the Auto Pavilion, at the CIIE, of course, is sustainability. That is one of the major themes. Intelligence, automation, another major theme. But this is really cool. I think this is really special. So from cars, we're going to go to an air taxi, right? The future of mobility, I think this is definitely one way to get about. It's called a Vertaxi. So what this is, it's an electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicle. So you can take off and land vertically. eVTOL. This company is called Vertaxi. And this is the first domestically produced here in China, first domestically manufactured eVTOL in the country. Now China overall, so the different ministries of China forecasts that there will be pilot schemes for eVTOL vehicles by the year 2025. That's the aspiration. And the other aspiration is to have massive commercial use of eVTOLs by the year 2035. So let's take a look at this. I mean, this is a massive vehicle, right? It's got 20 propellers. It's got 20 propellers, and it's pretty safe. So even if 3 propellers malfunction, this thing can still fly. It's cheaper than a helicopter. So a helicopter in yuan terms can set you back about 50 to 60 million RMB. So I guess just under $10 million. But this right here costs about 10 million RMB. It's got 20 propellers. It can seat 5 people inside. But not only is it a passenger vehicle, it can also carry cargo as well. So 5 people can sit inside here. It's completely unmanned, right? So this is an unmanned vehicle as well. And its main use, at least as of right now, short-haul flights. So in one charge, this Vertaxi can fly about 250 kilometers. It's got a speed of 200 kilometers per hour, 250 kilometers in one charge, and its value proposition right now, how it's positioning itself right now, is it can take care of short haul travel. So if you have a 2 to 3 hour drive, this vehicle can get you there in 30 minutes. So what I can see is it can really reduce traffic congestion during rush hour in a big city. And this can land on any rooftop, of course, any flat area. I would be curious, though, as to whether or not urban planning and urban design has to change, because this is pretty wide, right? It's pretty wide, it's pretty big, but it looks pretty cool. So perhaps the future of mobility, or at least one of the ways, is one of these things, right? The eVTOL, the electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicle. And I think, so right now it's 250 kilometers, but eventually I think this will get more range as well. So again, we went from cars to now, I guess, an air vehicle. Future of mobility on display here at the 6th CIIE. We are all out of time right now, but I wish I could show you all the brands that are on display here in the Auto Pavilion. Stay tuned to CGTN, because my colleagues will show you around all the different exhibition areas as well. The Auto Pavilion, the Mobility Pavilion is one of my favorites, but look, consumer goods, consumer brands, agricultural products, that's also really cool as well. But I got another show to do. I got more exploring to do here at the CIIE. I've been here for the sixth year, and it never gets old. It's always exciting. The power of China's consumption is on display every single year at the Import Expo. Right now, the middle income group of China stands at 400 million plus. By 2035, that's projected to double to 800 million plus as well. So I guess that's why companies from all around the world have gathered here at the CIIE to see what are the new trends in the China market, to leverage new opportunities in China's consumer market, because this country is transitioning more into a consumption-led economy, to really matchmake with sellers and buyers all around the world, and from China, of course, as well, to try and leverage the potential of the China consumer market. Really exciting stuff here at the Auto Pavilion. I'm going to check out some other pavilions as well, so I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Auto Pavilion of the 6th CIIE. Keep it here at CGTN as we continue our full coverage of the China International Import Expo all throughout the week. This event lasts from November 5th to the 10th, and we're going to bring you full coverage of all the different pavilions, exhibitions, products, and services on display. So thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Michael Wang. I'm going to see you again next time. Ciao, ciao.